This is a short mat-based practice that you can do at any time of day, but it might be useful to start your day. So begin, as ever, by tuning into yourself. Sit comfortably or lie down if you prefer. Notice the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice your body and how you're holding it, if there's any areas of tension. Be aware of any intrusive thoughts that are bouncing into your head and just let them go. Put them to one side just for these few minutes. Come to lying down. If you don't have a mat, you can use a towel. Come to rest on the mat and stretch out your legs. Take the hands to the belly, and as you inhale, notice the belly expand. And as you exhale, notice it soften. As you inhale, if you inhale a little deeper, notice the belly expand and then the ribs. And as you exhale, notice them both soften down. Take the arms up and overhead and come into a full body stretch through the fingertips and through the feet or the toes, and release again. Bring the knees into the chest, just rock a little bit side to side. And start by taking that left knee up towards the left shoulder, and you're sort of squeezing it in. You can let your right leg stretch out straight. Then stretch the foot to the ceiling, maybe holding behind the thigh. As you inhale, lengthen through the sole of the foot. As you exhale, soften. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and soften. One more. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and soften. Swap sides. So right knee comes into the chest, left leg stretches out. And squeeze that leg in towards the right shoulder. And stretch the leg up to the ceiling. And as you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Bring the knees back into the chest and rock side to side. Then allow the knees to drop over to the left side. So take them over and stretch the arms out. You can take your gaze over to that right hand, coming into a lovely supine twist. Notice the sensations up the spine, in the hips and across the shoulders. Bring the knees back to center and then take them over to the right side and take your gaze over to that left hand. I love a supine twist. I think it feels nourishing. Bring the knees back into the chest and drop the right foot to the mat. Take the left ankle to the right knee, coming into a reclined pigeon. So your pigeon may be here, or you lift that right foot off the ground. You may wish to hold behind the thigh. Keep that left foot flexed because that protects your knee. And just notice the sensations. Swap sides. So right foot is flexed, right ankle to left knee into the chest if you wish. Holding behind the thigh if you wish, if that's right for you today. And notice. And just bring the knees back into the chest and rock once again. Take your hands under your knees and have a little gentle rock and roll up and down the spine. And we'll go straight over to tabletop. From tabletop, just take your hands a hand or so forward. Inhale forwards with the body. Exhale round through the spine and press back. Inhale, come up. Exhale round through the spine and go back. Going back to child's pose. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale round and come back. Stay in your child's pose and walk the hands over to the right side. And notice the stretch or any sensations down the left. Come back through centre and walk the hands left. And feel the sensations down the right. Come back to centre. Come up to tabletop with your hands just a little forward again. Tuck the toes under, push the hips back towards the heels and lift the sit bones to the sky, coming into your downward facing dog. So in your downward dog, your heels do not need to touch the mat and your knees should be as bent as you need. The aim is lengthen the spine and sit bones to the sky. Pedal the feet a little and feel those sensations. And walk your toes to your hands to your toes. Your feet should be hip width apart. Keep the knees soft or bent and sweep the arms up, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Have the weight rocked back into the heels. Have the abdominals contracted. Don't crunch up your shoulders. And release. Okay, so just to ease us into our day, we'll have a little warrior sequence. So take the feet about a leg and a half apart. Start by turning the left toes, so I'm mirroring now so it's easy for you to follow. Left toes towards the short edge of the mat. Bring the right toes in a little. You're pushing through the outer edge of that back foot. And let your body be strong. Don't sink into it. Take the arms across the body and sweep them out as you bend that left knee. And what you're aiming to do is bend the knee so the knee is above the ankle. It doesn't matter if it's not, but you don't want it to go over. Check it doesn't drop in or out. And find your warrior two. The strength in the warrior two to help you through your day. We're going to reverse this warrior. So drop the right hand to the right thigh. Turn the left palm and sweep it up and over. Reversing your warrior two. Just notice how that feels. And come back. Warrior two. Release. Turn the feet to the front to swap to the other side. So right toes point to the short edge. Left toes come in a little. Hands across the body. Sweep them out. Finding your warrior two. Check where your knee is. Feel those sensations. And remember, we all have that strength within us. Reverse. So drop the left hand. Turn the right palm. Sweep it up. Reverse your warrior. And release back. Warrior two. And release. We'll just take a wide-legged forward fold here. So have the feet parallel, hands on the hips, soft knees. We're going to hinge at the hips and come down towards the mat. You can use a block or books here and have your hands on them if you wish. So the hinging is at the hips and the spine is quite long. Inhale and maybe lengthen to your fingertips. Exhale and soften. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and soften. Take the hands to the mat and walk the feet in. And then in this position, you have a long spine, but you can sink your hips to the ground, coming into a yogi squat. If your heels won't stay on the ground, put a rolled up blanket under them so you're not putting extra pressure on your knees. Or just sit down. If you're in your yogi squat, you'll notice your weight is in your heels. That's perfect. Lift through the chest. And just notice the sensations. Take the hands to the mat and behind and come back down to seated on the mat. We'll take a butterfly here, or cobbler pose. So soles of the feet together. Take hold at the ankles and lift through the chest and hinge forwards. Your hinge might be tiny, that's fine. And then just drop the head. To release, take the hands to the mat and walk them back up. And come back to a seated position and cross your legs, but try not to sit fully crossed. Try and sit so that your heels are in line with each other. And we'll just take an easy twist here to finish. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and twist. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and twist. Inhale, arms up. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and twist. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and twist. Inhale, arms up and release. Sit in a position that's comfortable to you and just bring your attention back to your breath, your body. Notice the inhale. Notice the exhale. And enjoy your day.